will now be recorded.
Okay, so time to bring this business to order, call to order, and I'd like to begin by asking for your help as I kind of stumble through this process and learn it. So any advice would be encouraged. And,
one thing, you may want to just say that it's the Harwich Planning Board meeting of Tuesday, August 25th, 2020. Yes. Or you can just say what Charlene
today
said.
We are here at the Harwich Planning Board meeting Tuesday, August 25th at 6:30, being held remotely and pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, D30A Section 20, and the Governor's March 15, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place. This meeting of the Harwich Planning Board is being conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance of members of the public or the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. So it looks like we have, first item is a continuation of the public hearing.
Mr. Chairman,
yeah.
First item is to do a roll call of the members present.
Sorry, roll call. So, I am here, check. Craig Chadwick.
Craig Chadwick here.
David Harris here. Joe McPartland, not here. Mary Maslowski.
Mary Maslowski here.
Alan Peterson. I see you, but I can't hear you.
Alan Peterson here.
Arthur Rouse.
Arthur Rouse here.
And Bill Stoltz.
Bill Stoltz here.
Hey, Bill.
How are you doing?
Duncan, this is Mary.
Yes.
I just want to put on the record that I am recusing myself for the public hearing, matter A, which is PB 2020-02.
Okay.
I'm going to turn off my webcam just for the hearing.
Okay. So this item for the public hearing, item A, continuation of PB 2020-02, Steve Gapoyan and Swavi Osev as applicant, tenant, care of Andrew Singer, Esquire, Emulus E. Hall et al. As owners seek approval of a site plan review special permit and a use special permit with waivers pursuant to the Code of Town of Harwich, Section 325-13, paragraph 4, line 30 to line 30, 55, and 51, to construct a miniature golf course and expand and improve the parking and vehicle access. The property is located at 346 Route 28 and 0 Sisson Road, maps 21, parcels N1 and N2 respectively, in the C-H-1 and R-M zoning districts. This is continued from July 28th, 2020. And it looks here as though we've got a request for continuance until the September 10th meeting.
Mr. Chairman, it's Craig.
Yes.
Make a motion that we continue the public hearing for PB 2020-02 to September 10th, 2020, no earlier than 6:30 at the request of the applicant.
Second.
We have a second? Was that Alan?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Let's do a roll call vote. Duncan Berry, aye. Craig Chadwick.
Craig Chadwick, aye.
David
Harris, aye.
Joe is not here. Mary is recused. Alan Peterson.
Alan Peterson, aye.
Arthur Rouse.
Arthur Rouse, aye.
And Bill Stoltz.
Bill Stoltz, aye.
Okay, so this will be continued to the September 10th meeting. That concludes the public hearing section of today's meeting. Now in the public meeting. We have 2 items of new business. The first of which is the Zoning Board of Appeals advisory opinion, which is dated for tomorrow. So, Charlene, do you want to tell us about that? I think you might be
Sorry
muted.
about that. I was muted. So nothing in here caught my eye. There is one application, case number 2020-34, Stephen Clark, who is going to be requesting a use variance to allow for the installation of solar photovoltaic facility in his property off the Zero Depot Road. You actually get through it from Chatham. It's the back part of the TW Nickerson Street, if you're familiar. That will have to come before this board if the variance is approved for site plan approval. But other than that, I have nothing.
Okay. Will anybody in our group be attending that meeting, that hearing tomorrow? Or will that just be simply referred to us?
That'll be referred to the board. I mean, they'll, as soon as they make decision at the ZBA, then they'll file with the planning board, assuming it's approved.
Okay, so it doesn't appear we have to take any action on this at this point.
No, you don't.
Okay. So next item is the approval of the minutes from our 11th of August meeting.
David Harris, I move approval.
Second?
David Harris moves to approve. Do I have a second on the motion?
Craig Chadwick, second.
Thank you, Craig. We'll do a roll call vote. Duncan Berry, aye. Thank you, Chadwick.
Craig Chadwick, aye.
David Harris,
Harris. Mary Maslowski.
Mary Maslowski, aye.
Alan Peterson.
Alan Peterson, aye.
Arthur Rouse.
Arthur Rouse, aye.
Bill Stoltz.
Bill Stoltz, aye.
Okay. We have as old business the status of the proposed zoning amendments of the multifamily in West Harwich Special District. And I believe that's something that Charlene will also report to us.
Oh, I'm sorry, our note taker just texted me and she is having technical difficulties. So she's not on, but I don't think it's a problem. I'll start with the West Harwich Special District. The selectmen did vote to sponsor that, approved sending it to the planning board to have the public hearing process, support the article, and it will be on the town meeting warrant. So you will be holding for both the West Harwich Special District as well as the multifamily zoning bylaw on September 22nd. What I'm going to try and do is keep that from being the only public hearings you'll have that evening. We have no idea if these are going to be lengthy public hearings or quick public hearings. So Duncan and I spoke last week, and we're going to try and keep it just those 2 items. If somebody comes in with an approval not required plan or something simple, I don't think that's going to be a problem, but just to keep those 2 public hearings going. I also went before the, we found out at the 11th hour that we needed to go to both the Board of Health and the Conservation Commission. So I did do that, went to Board of Health last Tuesday. They voted to support the article. And on Wednesday, the Conservation Commission voted to support the article. Next week on September 3rd, which is a Thursday at, I believe it's 3 p.m., the Cape Cod Commission will hold a public hearing to that whether or not this satisfies the implementation requirements that were set forth in the special the county ordinance that was approved by the county commissioners. So that is the update on both of those articles.
Thank you very much. Is there any discussion? Okay, hearing none, I think we're right up to the briefings and reports by board members. Is there anything in the historical commission, Mary?
At this point, just that the board met in our last meeting on the 19th, and we have brought forward a revision to the demolition delay ordinance, which does include a few big changes. We're considering adding a provision for demolition by neglect. There is a provision that if there is voluntary demolition, that the applicant would be kept from getting a building permit for 2 years. And then there's also a provision where we're considering trying to extend the demolition delay from 12 months to 18 months, which is consistent with some other communities on Cape and off Cape. So the commission is still considering all of those possible items, but we will be continuing our discussion at our next meeting.
Dave Harris, Mary, would it be of any benefit if the planning board weighed in on some of those under consideration?
So I think it's early.
Protocol?
I mean, I think it's early to do that. Once we get it more finalized and ready for town council, then yeah, I think it would be.
Okay, I was thinking of the 18-month period instead of a 12-month and the demolition by neglect provisions. I don't know how others feel, but I'm very much in favor of those.
So we're still, like I said, we're still putting it into form. We still have to talk to, we haven't rolled it out to even departments or administration yet. Just started with this draft this last meeting. So we will be doing more and referring it elsewhere soon. But it's not quite ready yet.
Thank you.
Not ready for prime
Greg, did
time.
you have something?
Question, Mr. Chairman, thank you. Just curiosity, Mary, did any of those changes require any other approvals? Did they have to go to town meeting, or is it just historical commission takes a vote and approves them?
It's a general bylaw, so it'll have to go to town meeting.
Thank you.
Are there any other reports and briefings? I guess not. This is a very crisp, brief meeting.
Stay tuned for the
Way to
10th.
go into the one little toe into the pool, right?
So the next meeting is on Thursday, September 10th. Thursday, September 10th.
Okay.
And right now there are 2 public hearings. The one for the miniature golf is one, and then there's a modification of the, oh my God, I just had a blank. Witchmere is coming in with modification. So.
Oh, yeah.
So the room would be crowded.
It could be. It could be. Now, one thing before we are getting some feedback from somebody, and I can't figure out who it is. So I can't say to somebody to fix it.
I'm going to put mine on mute so you can see if it's me.
It's you,
Is
Duncan.
it me? Yeah, I've got a fan about 8 feet away. Isn't that funny that a fan would do that? Okay, point well taken.
Thank you,
Get rid
Duncan.
of that. Okay, guilty as charged. All right, I wish I could conduct this without my voice, but it looks like we got to do we have a motion to adjourn in a second?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All right. So roll call vote, Duncan Berry, aye. Craig Chadwick,
Craig Chadwick, aye.
Dave Harris,
Dave Harris, aye.
Mary Maslowski,
Mary Maslowski, aye.
Alan Peterson,
Alan Peterson, aye.
Arthur Rouse,
Arthur Rouse, aye.
Bill Stoltz,
Stall time.
So, we're set. Thank
We're
you all
set.
for attending. And
Yeah, I know.
next time.
I know you can't promise 15-minute meetings in the future, but this one was well done.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
Good night,
Okay, well,
everybody.
we'll
Be
do our
well.
best.